All right, we're back again. And the reason we're back again right now is we are doing analysis on the trade between the Broncos and the Seahawks for the ninth overall pick. So, one thing that we should probably point out is that the Broncos will not be picking in the first round unless they decide to mortgage even more of their future. Any other comments about that?
Mortgage away, Denver. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I hope they do. But the Seahawks pick is in, and the reason that we're jumping on right now is that the ninth pick is right before the 10th pick, which is where we happy anniversary to the Patrick Mahomes pick 5 years ago. So 5 years ago, 5 years ago, we traded up from the Buffalo Bills to the number 10 pick to take Patrick Mahomes. I remember that because we had probably the best attended draft party that we've ever had, right?
Yeah. I just remember being when I saw the trade happen, I was like, they're gonna get him. Like I know there was kind of some uncertainty between Mahomes and Watson, but I was convinced they were drafting Mahomes when they traded up.
Yeah, see, I was in the Watson camp, and I'll say this till the day that I die. Not only was I in the I think they're going to pick the Watson camp. I was a Deshaun Watson guy. Now, the second they picked Patrick Mahomes, he became my guy, and I didn't know how much my guy he was going to be, but that was a phenomenal. I can't think of a time aside from the Super Bowl where we had just reactions in our room more than that, because it was crazy when the trade happened. And the trade was probably even more of a reaction than the actual pick.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that I keep trying to toss around my head, can you name a better move in the NFL draft history than that?
Yeah, I certainly can.
Yeah,
I certainly can. And I mean, the last 5 years of football that we've had have been some of the most joyful NFL experience that I've had. I mean, love Tony Gonzalez. That was another pick that I remember having.
that we traded up for, yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
But I mean, end of the day, I think that everybody is still on the same page that the best Chiefs player in history is who?
Patrick Mahomes.
See, I think it's still Derek Thomas at this point, but Patrick Mahomes, I think, is very close to taking that over.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So it's 1 and 2 at this point, though. He has worked his way up to number 2, but I think it would be really hard to say that he's overtaken Derek Thomas at this point. In my mind, he has, and I've lived through both of them.
He has too, but I'm not going to slander Derek Thomas. I mean, I grew up loving Derek Thomas, and he's still my number 1 NFL player of all time.
Yeah, so there you go. If he's the number 1 NFL player of all time, he's got to be the number 1 Chief, right?
Sure.
Yeah. All right, so. All right, so we're gonna have to bring Morgan in again.
Something has just hit the fan.
We're talking about Elvis Gerbach. All right, state your case.
I don't even remember him. I just remember the name, and I remember everyone not liking him, and I remember thinking, well, why?
And then Elvis left the building. I mean, it was the best Elvis puns from SportsCenter. I mean, that's the gift that he gave us.
What Elvis puns were there?
Elvis has left the building.
Yeah.
I mean, that was it more than anything. They called Arrowhead Graceland for a while, didn't they? I think.
Oh yeah.
There was some of that stuff that went on.
That's like good. Like, oh, Graceland, let's go.
But the reality back in the day, that was us trying to talk ourselves into a good quarterback situation. Then we finally drafted one 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Which is the point I think we were making this entire time.
I guess so. Well, now with how good the Chiefs are, when you think back to then, you're like, this was leading up, so that was all good.
Exactly. And really, that was just the prelude to the life that we're living right now.
Yeah.
And that's what I think is interesting. And part of the Patrick Mahomes thing, we all were happy that we drafted a first-round quarterback for the first time in our entire lives. I don't. It was well. Okay, so I was alive in 1983. I was 2 years old when I was a year and a half, 2 years old when Todd Blackledge was drafted. So that was the first time that the Chiefs actually went for it. But I don't think anybody really knew that we were getting ready to watch the world get turned upside down, because there was no indication the Chiefs were going to be the next team, the next potential, D-word dynasty, if you will. But Patrick Mahomes has put all that stuff on the table, and I don't think that's what we thought we were signing up for 5 years ago.
What about Alex Smith?
So I love Alex Smith. I solidly put Alex Smith on the number 3 quarterback, ranking here behind Mahomes and Len Dawson. And I've said more than once, Alex Smith to me is a Ring of Honor guy. He really is. His selfless, studious, just teaching mentality that he had with Patrick Mahomes. He was good in the quarterback room in the ways that, say, like Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers widely and publicly and openly said that they just had no interest in being. Alex Smith was the mentor and the teacher that I don't know that we truly deserved him to be, but he was. And he truly sat there and groomed his replacement. Alex Smith was the equivalent of your boss comes to you and says, you're getting fired in 6 months, train your replacement right now. You actually do it. And then your replacement goes on to be the CEO. I mean, that's who Alex Smith was. Yeah, but you can still have 2 wide receivers on the field. There is no way that Alex Smith and Patrick Mahomes are ever going to coexist. And Alex Smith did the right thing, and I think he's going to be a coach in the NFL at some point because of that.
Well, with little football I know, you made a good point.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
I will have to search my mind for more players I can come on here and ask, were they good?
All right, so we're going to be getting into more of that, and we'll see you guys in a bit.